Yeah. Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant. Listen, man. This guy continues to make an A hole of himself. Okay? This has to be by far the most weakest minded superstar I have ever seen in basketball. The most sensitive basketball player I have ever seen is Kevin Durant. This guy, man, he continues to take shots at guys like Russell Westbrook to try to justify him leaving, going to the Warriors because he's still feeling heat from that. Or he understands why people give him criticism from going to the Heat. Okay? Listen, nobody is treating Kevin Durant any different or any less hatred than what LeBron did when he went to Miami. Okay? There's a little bit of difference in LeBron going to Miami compared to what Kevin Durant did. What Kevin Durant did was by far one of the most weakest moves by a superstar. For the simple fact, okay, no superstar has never been to a team or left a championship contending team to go to the team that previously beat them. Nobody done that. You know, not even LeBron done that. If LeBron left Cleveland and went to Boston, the team that gave him a beat down and he couldn't get past because it was like four superstars or three all-stars and one rising star in Rajon Rondo, then that would have been the weakest move ever in sports history. Instead, he got together with a franchise that wasn't even considered number one. Miami Heat was down the bottom. There was number 8. All right? Completely different. All right? This team barely made the playoffs, with just D Wade on there. There was not a championship contender. The Warriors were a championship contender. They won a championship already. Big difference. They won a championship already. Okay? Now, with that being said, he says he left the OKC Thunder because he wasn't playing with guys that could handle the ball. He wasn't playing with guys that could shoot. He wasn't playing with guys that could score. Dummy, you went to a team that had everything needed to win a championship, and you still left. You had that with the Warriors. Won't you make excuses to why you left the Warriors then? You just left the best backcourt in NBA history. Outside of Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, you was playing with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Two of the greatest shooters in NBA history. Marksmen. Assassins on that three-point line. These guys pull up from the logo and hit threes. Then you had Draymond Green, a defensive player of the year. He was an all-star for a couple seasons, okay? He's not now, but you joined that team when Draymond Green was playing his best basketball. All right? Period. You joined that team where Steph and Klay were playing at their highest level. Then you had a finals MVP coming off the bench, Iguodala. All right? So, to take shots at Westbrook because he didn't do no weak move like you did, after you just said, oh, we're going to get these guys next year. Idiot, you were on a championship contending team. You were up 3-1. If you're that great, you should came back and beat them. You were up 3-1. Don't tell me you didn't have enough talent to beat them. You had them by the ropes. You just choked it away. You blow a 3-1 lead, that's on you. It's on nobody else. It's on you. Period. You got to take full blame for that. All right? And then you say, oh, I'm going to have burner accounts. Okay, so you're going to have burner accounts. Meaning that's another super weak move because now you're supposed to be this guy that speaks his mind and be more outspoken, right? But you can't be outspoken because you had to have a burner account just to get your point across because you want to attack all the people that say you're soft and all that and try to hit them with weak excuses to why you joined the Golden State Warriors. Okay, it's over with. You went there, you got your rings, Okay? You didn't want to have this narrative of being a ringless superstar because everybody knows basketball has always come down to superstars winning championships. You didn't want to be in the same league with Karl Malone and Charles Barkley. Okay. But you didn't believe in yourself to beat the Golden State Warriors. You didn't believe in yourself to take that crown from LeBron the proper way. You could have beat the Warriors and faced the Cavaliers in the finals. Okay, who's to say you couldn't win? All you had to do was go mano on a mano with LeBron, and you claim, and everybody claims that Kevin Durant did this and did that to LeBron. So then why can't you just do that to him on the OKC Thunder? Why can't you win that championship for the Thunder? You would have been the first superstar to bring a championship to that franchise. That's a spoiled market, you know. So why couldn't you do it then? Why you had to wait? You know, now you join the Brooklyn Nets and you're playing with another superstar that you're going to have to be fighting for the spotlight over. That's your problem. You know, you got nobody to blame but yourself on that one, because you're going to be the one that has to show and prove. You're going to be the one that has to be the guy that says, hey, this is my franchise, nobody else's. All right? So, with that being said, how could you... Here's the thing about it. You want to justify leaving OKC, but you can't even justify leaving the Warriors. You had everything you need to continue winning championships with the Warriors. Why won't you stay with that team? Why do you continue to try to leave? It's because you got beat up by the fans. You got beat up by the media. And you know all the things that you've done was considered a weak move. The burner count is the weak move. The jealousy and the getting extra sensitive. You know? This guy's, for a guy that we claim, or some claim, is better than LeBron, I don't think he feels that way, because if that's the case, he wouldn't be getting super jealous of LeBron. This guy, you could tell, is jealous of LeBron. I mean, they have a good friendship, right? But their friendship is like more of a high and by type of friendship. It's not a quote unquote real friendship. So if that's the case, you feel like you the man and you could do all of this and you could get the job done by being the number one, why not just stay on the Warriors, take that team to more championships and win more rings? Because if you win more championships, even with that Warriors team, and you keep getting finals MVP every year, that heightens your legacy. Regardless of what people say that you joined a championship contending team, because you did. You joined a loaded team, a team that won the championship already. This team wasn't built from the ground up, or building from the ground up when you came. They were already built. They were a fully functioning team. With a 2-time finals MVP. I mean, a 2-time regular season MVP. First unanimous MVP in Steph Curry. You have elements like that on your team. You already know that you're a championship contending team. Right? So what are you afraid of? So my question to Kevin Durant, where's your heart at? Don't you want to be in the same discussion as Mike, Magic, and all these other guys? But you're never going to be in that discussion if you keep doing moves like this. And why you keep doing Westbrook under the water or under the bridge for? This guy, he showed out in the 2012 finals. You didn't. Okay, he was sitting there yelling and screaming and, attacking the basket, and playing like, the game was on the line. Like his life was on the line. You didn't do that. He got his numbers, but a lot of stats are misleading. A lot of people don't understand stats. They just look at the stat board and they think, oh, this guy did good because he scored such and such. But there's always different type of ways to manipulate getting stats. That doesn't necessarily mean you're the best at doing a certain thing. That has to be dissected a little completely different. You know, this is where eye test and watching the game comes into play. But anyway, Kevin Durant, you are the penny. As a matter of fact, you are the Pennywise jackass of the NBA. The award goes to you. Get your act together, man. Go back to the court, shut your mouth, and compete. Stop making excuses and stop crying. Ridiculous.